how do you get in all your food for the day? Definitely any type of pre-planning that you can do is going to be your best friend. Also, when you pre-plan, you have a tendency to start to look forward to the meal that you've planned and for the food that you've already measured, prepared, and maybe are taking with you on the go for traveling. I know that we definitely utilize our refrigerator at the office. Everybody brings lunch pretty much every single day, so no last minute changes, so that way there's no deviating from good healthy eating habits. But anytime that you can pre-arrange for what you're going to eat, the serving sizes, and it doesn't all have to be in the same day. Janice has some excellent ideas in regards to help to prepare to bulk cook and how you can kind of spread it out throughout the week in regards to the planning process. So that way there's really only 1 to 2 hours of actual cook and prep time that you're taking place in the kitchen with. And one of the great tools that you could utilize to help you plan for your bulk cooking meal is our food journal. Now we do have 2 different formats of the food journal. One is for patients with HCG and one without, and that's due to the slightly different caloric intake that's required for when you do or do not participate with that medication on your food program. But those that food journal typically have 64% better weight loss success than those who don't. That's a really big difference. It's also really important that if you're kind of just filling it out as you go, to make sure that you're being honest on it.
Yeah.
It's one of the best tools that we have available for you as weight loss coaches to help you be successful. So the more that you put on there input-wise, what brand, what measurement, if you're not sure if it had high fat content or not. Maybe you're at the grocery store and you're uncertain in regards to this particular food item. Almost everybody has smartphones now. Take a picture of the nutrition label and the actual product label itself. Bring it in. We're more than happy to review it for you. Take a look to see if that was something that would fit within your guidelines. In addition to that, we can review that dietary guideline or the food journal that you have filled out for us, and it helps us to see where we need to do some tweaking to help get you on track better in regards to your food regimen.
Absolutely. Not only do you find yourself more accountable when you food journal, but it's easy to tell if you have missed something. If there's a big blank line, you got to fill it up. When you bring in your journals, be specific. Example, baked potatoes. They're all different sizes. I've seen enormous ones and teeny tiny ones. Our baked potato is 3 inches long. So make sure you take the time to measure and write it down. Because if you're bringing me your food journal, I need to know, are you not losing weight because you're eating too much, or are you not eating enough? And it's really hard to tell the difference if I don't know what size that potato was. And that's for any food group. Always be specific and write down those things that you're doing. Keep track of your condiments. Eggs are one of those things that you get in addition to your calories. This is something that you can add in. They're called
free food.
Yeah, they're called a free food. Free here means in addition to your other calories. They're not a substitution or a protein, they're just not unlimited. So you actually get 2 eggs per week if you're consuming the yolk. That's the yellow part. Or you can do 6 egg whites if that's the part that you enjoy. And you get to do this in addition to everything else that's at that food group. So when you're food journaling, write in where you had your egg whites. Write in your condiments. Put your exercise on the back of the page. There's a place to circle how much water you've had. The more information you can give your coach, the better she can coach you. Pre-planning with the food journal is fantastic. I like to bulk cook. I've been bulk cooking many years now. I like to think that I've mastered the bulk cook. I can actually do 42 meals, which is 6 meals a day, 7 days a week, and it only takes me 1 hour of actual cooking time. You don't want to plan, shop, and cook in the same day. I can verify that this does not work.
It's a little overachieving.
Overachieving, okay? Especially if you have young children or, family or anybody else that you're taking care of. So usually early in the week, Monday, Tuesday, maybe get that planning in. Then Wednesday, Thursday, get to the grocery store, get all the items you need for what you want to make. And then Saturday, Sunday, maybe take that hour and cook. If you work weekends and you're opposite shift, go ahead, flip it around to whatever days work for you. Now, when you do your bulk cook, you want to do the whole mise en place. You want everything laid out where you can see it so you know, what am I making? Have your food journal there. Then you can see, am I getting everything in? If you're not participating with HCG, remember, you're adding an extra carb, fruit, and vegetable to your meals. That's going to have to translate into getting everything done. So what do? Okay, preheat your oven, okay? We're gonna do chicken as a protein this week because this is something that a lot of people do like. So my oven is preheated. I've got my big pack of chicken, that 10 pack with all those beautiful skinless breasts. I'm going to season them all different ways. There's lemon pepper, there's Tuscan, there's cracked pepper, whatever you like. Rub some rosemary, that's a good one. Now that goes in the oven. I set the timer. While that is cooking, on top of my stove, I have 4 burners, okay? One burner, I'm cooking whole wheat pasta. Another burner, I'm cooking brown rice. Another burner, I have my big wok, and I'm doing mixed vegetables. Maybe zucchini, squash, and onions. Maybe broccoli. It's whatever you like. That's cooking. My 4th burner, I'm working on my breakfast item. We're gonna do oatmeal this week. So I have a big vat of oatmeal going. Now all of that is cooking. While this is going on, move over to your counter where you have set up other items. We need lunch. Let's do sandwiches. Sandwiches are easy, okay? Arnold sandwich thins. 2 pieces is 100 calories. That makes a really great sandwich. So now we have our 2 pieces of bread for 1 carb. We're gonna put fat-free cheese, 2 slices. Some of it do pepper jack, some of it cheddar, some of it provolone, whatever it is you like. Now once your cheese is on there, we need our meat. We talked about the boar's head sodium-free turkey. Let's put that on all of them, but now let's modify it a little bit by seasoning differently. Some have Tuscan, some have whatever seasoning you like, pepper, and then maybe some of them have fat-free Miracle-Whip, fat-free mustard, you know, you pick.
I like fat-free Italian dressing because I'm not a big
That's a really good idea.
mustard or mayonnaise lover, and regardless if they're fat-free or full fat, I've never really cared for them. So that way it's
Great
not
one.
bland and dry. I like to put a little bit of a fat-free Italian dressing or fat-free dressing itself, and that can kind
Absolutely.
of jazz it up a little bit.
That's a really nice one too. So now we have 7 sandwiches all made on the table. While you were doing that also, you're making a big salad because there's vegetables at your lunch too. So you have this big thing of salad and you're scooping out your 1.5 cup servings into individual Ziploc bags. They fit in there pretty well. Stick those in the fridge. We need to start preparing our evening snack, which I like to refer to as dessert. This week, we're making fruit yogurt popsicles. They're delicious. The website, transformationsweightloss.com, actually has the recipe for this. I like to use the Yoplait orange creamsicle with banana. I layer it in there, I get them all ready, I put them in the freezer. Well, now I'm done with that too. I have my lunch done. I have my salad along with my sandwich. I have my evening snack, fruit and half dairy. I have my chicken with my carbs. Breakfast, we need fruit to go with our oatmeal, so we're gonna pre-make, let's say, strawberries, okay? 3/4 a cup of strawberries, 3/4 of a cup of strawberries goes in each individual baggie. And then I have yogurt containers in my fridge ready, okay? Now comes beep, 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 the oven's done, okay? Let's go check what we have. We're gonna pull that chicken out and let it rest. While that's resting, I'm looking at my whole wheat pasta and my brown rice. Well, they're done too. The serving for these is gonna be 1/2 cup. I have all these containers ready. I've got 7 at this point for this. 1/2 of them get brown rice. 1/2 of them get the pasta. They all get 1 cup of that cooked veggie, whatever it was. Now comes the meat. You're gonna cut it into the 2.5 ounces because we've used turkey on our sandwiches.
for
So we already
lunch.
have 2 ounces there. So 2.5 ounces of whatever meat seasoning goes in each one. So now some of the Tuscan chicken has pasta, some of it has brown rice, but you have a variety. You have that packed up. That's all of your dinners. Your lunches are ready too. You've got those sandwiches. Put those in baggies with your salad. Now you have your breakfast. The oatmeal, put the 1/2 cup servings into new containers. Have the fruit on the side. When you wake up in the morning, you can nuke the oatmeal. Then you can take your 1/2 of your yogurt, stir it in, throw in the fruit, and put a spoon. It's done, okay? And it's nice and hot. So you have that. You have a bag of apples at your house, okay? Apple has pectin in it. This is actually gonna swell with water, helps keep you fuller longer. It's great for that mid-morning snack. If you wanna prep them, you can take that little thing, you know,
The wedger.
the wedger, put it in a baggie with some cinnamon and shake it up. Now you have metabolic boosting with the pectin for the fill. So now, you've eaten your oatmeal, which was prepared. You've packed your apple with your cinnamon. You have your sandwich and your salad, which takes care of your carb, your meat, your dairy, all the things you need. Then we're going to the dinner, which we have already prepared. You have them all ready. You're moving into your evening snack, which is your
Fruit and
popsicle.
yogurt popsicle.
Now, for my HCG, the people not doing HCG, you have the extra foods you're adding in. Maybe while your chicken was in the oven, so were some baked potatoes. Okay, you could do a sandwich, a salad, and a baked
potato
potato.
at lunch.
One carb is the potato, one carb is that bread. Your extra fruit and veggie. I like to create a sixth meal in between lunch and dinner because that way you really do get to eat every couple hours. While you were prepping the strawberries for breakfast, go ahead and prep either more strawberries to go
a different
with,
kind of fruit.
or a different kind of fruit to go with your maybe cup and a half of raw spinach. Maybe you like carrots. It's only 1 carrot on the program, but 1 carrot and 12 grapes, they're both small, but it's still, it fits your requirements. If you're in a rush at work, you need to get the food in, maybe that's easier for you, okay? And it's all prepped within that hour, because while this is cooking, you're doing this, and then by the time this is done, and now you can get back to your life. When you're busy during the week, don't
Grab
fret.
and go.
You grab and go. Exactly. You don't have to worry about it because you took the time and forethought to do it. And you have your journal to keep track of what it is. You know what's supposed to go in your bag every morning. So that would be a really great way to plan ahead.
And some grocery stores, if you sign up with their website, they'll allow you to see the next week's preview of the sale flyer.
Absolutely.
So if you have to be more purchase conscientious in regards to pricing, you may be able to shop via what the next sale flyer is going to be while you're meal planning with your food journal.
Absolutely.
For the following weekend.
And that helps too when you plan ahead earlier in the week and you shop early, but maybe you cook late. A lot of the places, the deals change on Wednesday or Thursday.
Right.
Get in early. You've seen the flyer. You already have food in your fridge. You're not worried about it. You're cooking for the following week.
For the next week.
So yeah, get the sale flyer earlier or just shop earlier in the week and get that in. That's a great way because eating healthy can be expensive, but at the same time it's not because you're not spending your money on other things. You're not going out to eat as much. You're not buying alcohol. You're not buying the $4 coffee every morning at Starbucks. You know what I mean? You've made changes. The money you're saving there, you can put back into yourself for healthier eating. It cuts the cost. It balances out. And now you're healthier, you're happier, and you weigh less. So why not?
Absolutely.